Live from Brooklyn, New York, this is Stay Busy with Armon Sadler.
Well, you know that I'm the guy. I'm out here living life. I'm busy. Stay busy. Stay busy. Stay busy. Making moves and catching flights. So please don't waste my time. I'm busy. Stay busy. Stay busy. Stay busy, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Stay Busy with Armon Sadler, brought to you by the Revolt Podcast Network. I am, of course, your host, head honcho, vegan chorizo Poppy, founder of Bald Nigga Ballers, the Bald Nigga Bombshell, and today I am a proud Haitian man and proud brother of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and there's a very special reason for that, which we will get into in a bit, but thank you all for once again joining us on the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and all of our audio streaming platforms. Leave a like, a comment, a share, all that good stuff, because it means so much to what we are doing. And if you want some early bonus content, hit the Patreon, patreon.com/staybusypod. We've got an interview out now with Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio, so make sure that you tap into that. It was short, but it was a really good time talking to him, and I'm so thrilled to be talking to my guest for this week. It feels like just yesterday he gathered us at Ode to Babel with those fantastic, I forget what the drink was called. I think it was called a Sula or something. It was a watermelon-based cocktail. It was just an elite drink, but a really fun event and the foundation of what he is doing right now. Every Tuesday on Instagram, I would go to his Instagram stories and I would play Name That Song, Name That Sample. And then he came on the pod December 2021 and told us that he was rebranding and he had some big things coming. And he is doing what we all knew the point that he would get to eventually, just based off his hard work and his creativity. Samples and Friends is taking over not just New York, but it's taking over the country. He has brought it on the road to the BET Awards, to Dreamville Festival, label offices, Google offices, constantly going viral. It's just a very, very strong platform and restoring the game show feeling, live game show vibes that, like, I feel like we just don't have enough of. A fellow Haitian, a fellow brother of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and a huge part of why this podcast exists because he gave us our original logo and our original art and all that good stuff. So I'm incredibly thankful for him and proud of him. My brother, formerly known as Frank Sinatra, the man himself, Kevin Joseph. What's up, brother? Welcome.
Thank you. That was an amazing introduction. That start really brought tears to my eyes. But thank you.
Yeah, man,
Great
it's
to be here.
Good to have you. Good to have you. Long overdue, but I had to catch you before your schedule got too busy. You might move out to LA on me or something. Samples and Friends taking over the world, man.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Yeah, so can't wait to get into all the growth, but we're going to kick off with our lunch break /chat. A lot of topics to get into. Number one, a sad topic for some, a not so sad topic for some other people. The immortal Hulk Hogan passed away. What was your initial reaction when you saw that news?
Well, I think that was shortly after Malcolm died. So I was like, wow, what is going on? That was my initial reaction, but then you hear the rumblings about like his what he's been doing, and like even outside of just like the racial incidents. I've been watching interviews of like Undertaker talking about how he tombstoned him and almost took him out, and like hear all these things of like how his wrestling legacy is a bit tarnished backstage. So I'm just like, I wonder what's the scope, like what people gonna react to this. My reaction, I've learned to just like process things before I react. But I was like, damn, Hulk Hogan's gone. But I was like, oh snap, like it's about to get crazy. And that's exactly what happened. You gotta know about his daughter's incident dating a black man. I have my viewpoints on that. It's just like he has an influence in like not downplaying what he's done for the history of wrestling. It wouldn't be what it is today. Like the superstar of wrestling he is that one. He's that guy as far as like going beyond wrestling, movies, shows and stuff like that. But he stained his legacy by how he actually is. Yeah. So that comes back to him while he passed, and seeing all those jokes. I refrained away from them.
Yeah.
But I laughed.
Yeah.
I laughed because it's like I get it, but when I think about myself personally, I'd be like, I want to have a legacy where, like, when I'm gone, there's people hearing like stories that comes back and like, oh, it's like seeds planted and they're growing to full trees. Mm-hmm. He kind of chopped down the forest with everything. So it is a tough situation for wrestling fans, depending on which side of the spectrum you on.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always the type where speaking on the dead in general, I'm very cautious and careful about that. And I think if it were anyone else who didn't show us who he was time and time again, I would probably be a bit more like, hey guys, let's chill. Like, I don't try to police people's reactions to things, but if it were a kinder, better, higher moral person, then I'd have been like, all right, we should chill out. But with Hulk, he told us who he was. And even after the incident, even after he got banished from the WWE and then brought back, and now he's running around with Trump, going to MAGA rallies, doing his little t-shirt rip there and saying he wants to body slam Kamala Harris. So it's like you were forgiven and you were welcomed back, and people were kind of willing to overlook these things, and then you quadrupled down at the absolute worst time. And like at the end of the day, he's a white dude, so I already hold him to there's a certain boundary with what I expect, compared to if this was a black, wrestler and he, turned his back on people. But yeah, his legacy is not complicated at all. Like, he was who he was, and he wanted to, and he showed us who he was in terms of his wrestling influence. Like you said, like, can't take that away. He opened so many doors in the business, changed the business multiple times, and had a huge impact on so many people growing up. He was damn near like a superhero. Like, you wanted muscles like Hulk Hogan, you wanted to be cool like Hulk Hogan, and you kind of get older, you see these people for who they are, you peek behind the curtain, and your perspective changes. So I didn't really have a reaction to it. I thought it was crazy, because it's just like certain people you just really never think about life without them. Like Kobe, you just thought Kobe was going to be around forever. Like there's no way Kobe's gonna die, and then by a helicopter of all things. And it's just certain people, like Ozzy Osbourne died that week too.
Exactly.
It's you just never really thought of a world without Ozzy Osbourne. And I think even Hulk, with his very problematic stances, like, you just never really thought of him being gone. So it's like, damn, he's gone. But it's like, well, it's hard to really feel sad about this. All love to his family and the people who love him. Losing people sucks. It's a natural part of life, but I don't wish that feeling on anyone. But in terms of him, I can't sit here and, cry about it or be sad about it, because if the roles were reversed, one, he don't even know who I am. But two, if it were, someone within our culture who was big, like, well, would he really, be sad about that? So,
it is. I think I also saw something allegedly, because it's not official. I guess it's on X, Twitter, but like, he even want to meet his grandkids for Brooke. So I was like, it is even going beyond just like the Trump support, MAGA, the racial. Even like, I think back then too, he didn't want to meet his daughter's boyfriend that was black. So I was just like, it's just him as a person. It's tough. It is tough. It is tough. But
and that's the thing. That's always the most interesting part of dealing with these wrestler deaths, is like, we feel connected to the character on TV, but the person behind the character is a real person with real feelings who may be completely different than what they are on TV. So how do you kind of navigate those feelings? How do you kind of find that split point where it's like, I'm going to be sad that I lost the dude who was a 8-time champion, but the dude behind the 8-time champion who literally sucked, like, how sad about that can I really be? So for anyone who's having a rough time with it, I wish you healing. For anyone who is pissing on his grave, I mean, I think you have every right to do that too. And just a wild thing. Like, stuff like that is really what shows me how old we are. Like, I'm a month into being 30. And, you know, I just feel like my mindset and my approach to things is changing so much. But it's also like we're seeing Malcolm Jamal Warner, like you talked about before, like so many people who have just been around for so long and like we grew up watching on TV, like they're dying. And Malcolm was young. He was what, 54? Like that's fucking crazy.
That's young. And I feel like life just shows you things where make you want to appreciate life a lot more.
Yeah.
Because you never know when that moment's coming. And growing up with a lot of these figures, although like you mentioned, they might not know you, but the impact of what they've done into your life, where it's like, I can't imagine a life without like seeing them. Although you don't get news about them every day, but it's just like, oh, they're immortal to you because their impact has just been since you were from birth. Like I grew up watching the Cosby Show.
Yeah, which that has its own.
I had to pause there. But even beyond that, there was a show, I forgot the name of it. I think it was Malcolm and Eddie. Yeah. I saw that clip. I like, yo, bro, there's shows like that's in my subconscious that I didn't remember. And I'm like, damn, man, these are all like pivotal moments in my life that I'm just like, whoa, he's gone.
Yeah, and he was in one of my favorite Fresh Prince episodes, the one where he's dating Hillary, and then like Will backed up into his car, and then they went to trial. Yeah. It's just a super funny episode. But now you look at that, you know, Uncle Phil is gone, he's gone too. It's like shit, man, like crazy times. But yeah, so that's that. Have you got a chance to watch the WWE doc on Netflix, Unreal?
Yeah, I haven't seen everything, but I've watched the first 2 episodes. I actually was hoping I wanted to talk about that. I want to get your opinion on that as well. But I watched the first 2 episodes, and for me personally, I don't watch wrestling like every day on the day.
Yeah,
I may tune in. I don't follow a page, but I get it on my following, so I can keep up to date on everything because I'm still interested in it. I grew up on it. But I watch it because I understand the duality of like the entertainment aspect, but also the storyline and the fact that it is scripted, but the people are putting their bodies on the line for this thing. So I'm like, whoa, this is cool. I forgot there used to be a show way back in like probably WWF days where they're like did something similar. So this is what it reminds me of. And I know there's a lot of like feedback about it like ruining, and then people going, so you still watch this because it's fake? Like they already tell you that's gonna happen. Like they know what's gonna happen. I'm like, you watch movies, don't you?
Yeah.
You watch TV shows, don't you? Like, and you watch reality TV.
Like, come on, man. Come on. That shit pissed me off so much, bro.
I'm like, you guys watch reality show, which is not real. It's like they put on a show for you. So it's like, it's no different. It's just people putting entertainment together and the storyline behind it and watching, learning more about the gorilla position. I'm just like, wow, there's a lot that goes into that. Seeing Triple H's involvement from a lot of aspects, because you hear about what he does, but like really growing up watching him as a wrestler to what he is now, it's pretty dope. Well, aside of what he represents, but watching what he does there, it's like there's a business behind this. And then, like as someone that's have his own business as myself, it's just like, oh, okay, there's thought into this. Like there's a storyline. Like you would want your favorite wrestler to win that championship last night as someone to win the championship. But there's like something can happen. And he's like, when you think it gets predictable, he can change it instantly. And, it is dope. I love watching behind the scenes. I love switch from wrestling, but behind the music, that was like one of my favorite shows. So just seeing what people like getting to express themselves, showing their true person, outside of the ring, outside of the ropes is pretty interesting to watch. But I can understand as a avid wrestling fan how this may tarnish the way you watch wrestling because you're opening the curtains. But I mean, I think it's for they have it for a reason. It's for the people that really care about the craft. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Avoid it. So you don't have to. It's like watching bloopers. You don't want to see. Oh man. Thanos was a person. So I enjoy it. I have to watch the rest of it.
That's my biggest takeaway is like people complained about this for months. It's like no one's forcing you to watch this at all. Like you can continue being the same type of wrestling fan that you are without watching, you know, this docu-series. And honestly, I think it's for the people who like are maybe just getting to the product because it's on Netflix now. So it's you know, it's available to so many more people, and so many more people are watching now. So I think giving them this type of information to see how this thing works, like, it's cool for me. I enjoy it. I've kind of had a sense of this being how things work already, but you know, kind of getting and especially getting the specific moments they picked, like the debut on Netflix, Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, like it's old stuff too. So it's not even giving away things that are like gonna be happening anytime soon. It's older things that we've seen already. So just seeing the psychology and the machinations behind that, I think is really cool. Super well shot. I love, you know, John Cena being so present, CM Punk being so present, Rhea Ripley. We're seeing the rise of Jey Uso in it. So I really enjoy it. It's cool. I have to finish it myself. I'm on like episode 2. Towards the end of episode 2. So I have to finish it. But I think it's cool. I really like it.
Yeah, on that topic of how it's shot, there's like one part, I think it's in episode 2, where they like, I think it was on Royal Rumble, where you kind of like see one person fighting and the camera kind of shifts to the person. I'm like, yo, they this is well thought out. Bro. The production on this, like, it's dope. It's dope. Again, it's for a certain crowd. Yeah, everyone don't have to watch it. I feel like,
and it's just a completely different era too. Like a lot of the older wrestlers don't like how they're killing the business by showing all this stuff, but it's like, this is what fans crave. Fans crave these connections to these people, and we like to know what's going on. And all these reporters already spoil stuff for us ahead of time. So why not let the source of the product just tell you or show you how things work, but also not give things away that are about to happen anytime soon. So I've got no problems with that. I think it's really cool, and I've seen pretty good reviews of it. SummerSlam, did you catch any of SummerSlam last night?
So I, unfortunately, due to like the streaming services of way things that we work, I don't have Peacock, but I do catch up on it, and it's so far it was the last match, man, that threw me away, because I actually thought Seth was hurt. I actually thought Seth was hurt, but there was rumblings like he will cash in. So I was like, man, I really wanted CM Punk. Even like watching Unreal, just seeing his story and just knowing his story, he's like one of my favorite wrestlers.
That's my guy
of all time. Just because of what he represents. So like I want him to get that. Although he had his main event, WrestleMania main event, I want him to get the actual main event, or like have a title match, a title on him. So losing the title was sad, but show outside of that was pretty dope. I think Roman Reigns and I think Jimmy
Jey Uso,
JJ, Roman Reigns and Jay won, and. Yeah, it was pretty good, solid lineup. I know tonight they have that TLC match, which is
tonight's gonna be a movie.
Insane.
We got TLC, we got Steel Cage, we got Street Fight.
It's like
it's gonna be some shit.
What are your thoughts on the 2 nights?
I like it. I went to WrestleMania 40 in Philly, which was 2 nights. So that was my first 2-night premium live event experience. Like prior to that, I'd went to an Extreme Rules and I went to SummerSlam 2023. Those were just 1, but 2 is cool. Like you get more people on the cards, you get to see more of your favorites. It just like it shows how big the WWE is right now. Like they're taking over these cities for an entire weekend with their superstore and with these meet and greets and all that. And I mean, yeah, it's dope. I mean, if the fans want it, then well, why not do it? Like wrestling fans will happily take more wrestling, so it's cool to me. And because it's 2 nights now, you get like shorter cards per night, and each individual match gets more time. Because a lot of the complaints when it was like a 1-night WrestleMania was the women's match might only be 5 minutes, or this match might be 5 minutes. But now the women are so dope, the women need more time. So like last night we get to see Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Raquel, and Roxanne have a longer tag team match. Tiffany and Jade was still a pretty short match, but yeah, I think there's only positives to come from it. So I really enjoyed it. I'm interested in what other shows they're gonna make 2 nights. Like SummerSlam is obviously one of their biggest shows of the year, so it makes sense for that to be 2 nights. WrestleMania makes sense for that to be 2 nights, but like we don't need a random a random July pay-per-view that don't need to be 2 nights. Like I don't think we need to do like we don't need that. So but it was cool, man. It was cool to be in the building. Always good to be in the building. With my bros, watching wrestling live, wrestling fans, all that. It's just it's a great experience. I'm really excited for tonight. I think I mean, by the time you guys hear this, it'll be over. But I do think we're gonna get some real shocking shit. Like this John Cena Cody thing. At first, I thought, all right, Cody's gonna win it back by SummerSlam. But after Cena's promo on Friday, where he like, I feel like he's pretending. Like this is he's lying to us all. And Triple H said like we ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah. So I think that was a big telltale sign that like some crazy shit is coming. It wouldn't shock me if The Rock pulled up. Travis Scott is rumored to possibly be pulling up again. Like it's shenanigans are on the way. That's for sure.
I never understood his involvement in this whole thing.
He's just vibing, bro.
I also, you got to step back and like think about history of like, oh man, who was his name? Not Dennis Rodman. Involved in like NWO,
Mr. T, Mike Tyson, Pete Rose. It's been
Tyson.
Like this is a constant thing. Like that was the WrestleMania 41 main event. Like I thought that the finish was whack, and I was like, but people who complained about Travis being involved, I'm like, have you been watching wrestling? Like, so celebrities being involved in major angles is nothing new. Like that's part of the WWE DNA. Like they've always done that for the visibility, and just for a variety of reasons. It's just good business. And honestly, making you angry means that like
you're invested.
Yeah, and they're able to affect your emotions. Like wrestling's not always supposed to make you happy, but you're supposed to be emotionally invested to where you want to see a different outcome. Like now, I really want to see Cody win because of what happened at WrestleMania. So, I don't know what's coming night 2, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll be back out there. And I'll definitely have my thoughts for y'all when we get there. A little bit of NBA talk. Our boy Luka pulled up on the Men's Health cover, looking slim, looking ready to make up for that very disappointing first round exit for our beloved Lakers. You're a Laker fan, right? Yeah. I was like, I felt like Kev was a Laker fan. So good. Glad to hear. Yeah, Luka's looking good. Just re-signed with the Lakers, maximum contract extension, 3 years, $165 million. God damn. Yes. So the Lakers are pretty solid for their immediate future. Again, we don't know how long we have left with Bron, but Austin Reeves is continuing to rise. I think Dalton Connect's going to take a big leap. Added DeAndre Ayton, added Marcus Smart. So the roster, this roster, I'm probably the most confident I've been since the championship roster in 2020 when it was, Bron and AD and Dwight, KCP and Caruso and Rajon Rondo. Like, whoa, bro, what a roster.
To this day, I'm sick they blew that up.
Yeah, man. Just like the perfect blend of vets and role players and all that. JaVale McGee, forgot JaVale McGee was there. Like, holy shit, man.
Like, it was tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm excited. That stretch from the bubble to now, well, post-bubble to now has been it's been a roller coaster because you're like, all right, we got the pieces, but we don't have everything. Like people aren't committed. We had Russ, we had a good
for a little bit.
Jesus Christ. It's just a lot of decisions. So having Luka come in by surprise was a thing.
Yeah.
But obviously I knew that decision wasn't going to be fruitful at that time. This was more of a future thing. And I think that has been my fear post bubble. I was like, all right, we got LeBron. For how long? We don't know. What is the Lakers doing for the future? Like, are we gonna have to go to that rebuild? Like, remember when Kobe was on his last stretch? That time from when Kobe retired to LeBron was dark. Like, I was going through it. So I was like, are we gonna go through that again? So Luka re-signing gave me peace to go, I'm okay with LeBron retiring and knowing that we still got something.
Yeah.
We have a shot at the chip.
A real shot.
A real shot at the chip. And he's losing weight. He's really showing that he's invested in this. Hopefully that, like, medical team thing that they was talking about that was rumored to be the reason as to why he was the way he was in Mavs. We get it's the offseason antics. I just hope that it works out well on the court. But I mean, it's Luka Magic. I got no doubts about him.
As long as he's healthy, they always got a chance.
Yeah. My man's went to the Western Conference Finals twice and then the finals for the Mavs. So him and LeBron, a healthy team. Hopefully they're healthy. Ayton on the team. I'm not.
That's huge.
I'm not too big on it because the way that they used him in Phoenix wasn't the most useful, but we got a big man. Hopefully, that can provide some defense. Defensive support, and Marcus Smart. His presence is something. So, as you mentioned, Connect. We got Reeves. Still have Hachimura.
Yeah, he's still got Reeves.
Still got the team together. So,
that's a good 10-man rotation right there.
We got to rotate. That's what we need. We need to rotate these guys.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward to it. So NBA it's already almost back, man. We're just like a month and a half away. It's crazy.
And then the offseason, I love the offseason because you get those this move is happening, and they going this way, this that. You got Katie going to Houston.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's just prepping you for the October tip-off.
Some real interesting storylines on the way, so can't wait for that. But let's get into some music. Tyler, the Creator's Don't Tap the Glass came out recently. Debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, so that's his, fourth consecutive number 1, third, fourth? Because it was Igor.
Did
they Call Me If You Get Lost number 1?
Yeah, so I think it's, 4. So Call Me Get Lost went number 1 3 times. 1 when it dropped. 2 because of vinyls, 3 because of the deluxe,
that's crazy.
The estate sales. So this man going on a run.
And that's crazy because he dropped the same day as Doja Cat, and she was huge.
Yeah, that was. It is crazy because I've been a Tyler fan since I say right after Bastard dropped, which is and right before Goblin. I was at the show when Earl came back and Frank Ocean, everyone on Our Future played oldies. And because you don't see that. So he's one of the few artists that I've grown with, and just to see him grow. Not many times you see an artist that you listen to as a young person, and they grow with you. It's either they change and you open the curtain, you open the curtains, they're not who you think you are, or they just
fall off.
Yeah, they just fall off. So he's seeing the growth. He's now Grammy 2-time Grammy winner, number 1s on the chart, dropping for 3 days before the time you have to that they usually do it. Dropping on a Monday, and still be going number 1 and hitting numbers that a lot of people's faves it's not hitting. It's crazy. So I'm just like, it's dope. Album is I love it. I enjoy it. What is it? Sucker Free is my favorite one on that song. It has that LA vibe. The self-titled song, Don't Tap the Glass, is another one because it has this NOLA bounce to it. I enjoy. He's just having fun on the record. Chromacopia wasn't my ideal album.
Yeah, I wasn't big on it.
I think it's still like Mr. Morale for me. Great project.
That's a good comparison
for content and what he's trying to express through it. But when I go to Tyler, the Creator, as someone that was a fan, I'm not looking for something retrospective. Not against the art itself, not taken away from what he put, but it's just I go to certain artists for certain vibes and certain things. And that one I was just like, I think he spoke about it too, how Don't Tap the Glass was very much free. And he's not trying to make a structured song and do this.
Ain't no concept album.
This not a concept album. He's just putting it out there. Whereas Chromacopia was very he had a lot of thought process into creating a song, which you can hear even when he met Pharrell. That's when you start structuring songs a certain way. So I'm thinking too much into it. That's kind of losing me, but not against the art as well. I just love this new album, and I've been bumping it since.
I loved Don't You Worry Baby. That's my vibe. That's a good one. This album for me, I lean more towards the Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler vibes, the Flower Boy. So I didn't love this. I always give him credit for being willing to do different things. He's a very daring artist, very experimental. Sometimes too much. Like Chromacopia, it was a little too all over the place for me. But like this one, I thought it felt very like true to him. Like I feel like you kind of hear every era of his career within this project. And it's a pretty short project too. I think it's only like 10 songs.
Yeah.
So I mean, major salute for him constantly being willing to like challenge his fan base and challenge the masses and continuing to grow, in his stardom. But yeah, Don't You Worry Baby is like, that's like my like summer type vibe. Like that's my joint. So that's the one that I'm gonna run up. But yeah, he's doing great numbers. He's got 2 projects that could be Grammy nominated once nominations come out. Like to follow up Chromacopia so soon. I was like, all right, salute. Like you're locked into a certain zone, and you don't want to step away. Because I think a lot of people step away too soon, and it's like even for him at his level, like he's been in the game over a decade. He's well established by now. Like I don't know if he necessarily has anything left to prove to anyone, but he felt like, you know what, nah, I'm about to run it back real soon. So major salute to him for that, for sure.
Yeah. Dope album. And I know he usually going on like a 2-year stretch.
Yeah.
So this one, I was just like, everyone was like, nah, it's closed. And he dropping out. I'm like, whoa, I'm not against it.
Yeah. Another product that dropped very recently this past weekend, which has been, a huge topic of conversation. Metro Boomin, a Futuristic Summer. He'd been promoting this for about a month. He teased a song Slide with, I believe it was Roscoe Dash on that one, or is it Travis Porter? I want to say
they just dropped the features.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I finally get to see Roscoe Dash.
Yeah. So he teased it with that, and he teased a couple of other records, and the rollout. I got it was a cool rollout. Like very nostalgia triggering, and I think it's cool to kind of give all these artists that were like 2010s and late 2000s faves who kind of just went away, like giving them this platform to kind of remind us of why they made such classic music. And like they have songs to this day that we love. Like Roscoe Dash got songs that still play in parties. Travis Porter got songs that still play in parties. The Young Dros and all those guys. So 24 song project, 2 discs. Quavo was on here doing his thing. Schoolie, J Money, Shad, you got Waka Flocka, and then of course you got the 2 Chainz, Lil Baby, Future, Young Thug. How'd you feel about Futuristic Summer?
I enjoyed it. One thing I like really like so far that we are starting to hear kind of is regional music, and I like that because very like a lot recently, which we've been hearing about, is that people put together all these sounds into this, and like make a 24 song track album with like Afro beats, hip hop, New York drill, and then you get a Nola Bounce, and then you go to the West Coast. So this is strictly for Atlanta. At that, as you said, 2010s phase where you hear the Roscoe Dash, the Travis Porters. I enjoyed it. What's this song? Drip BBQ.
Drip BBQ was hard.
With Waka Flocka goes crazy. I've been putting on repeat. One feedback is that he said it was an all new cast. I was like, damn, wow, we got Future, Quavo, 21 Savage all on the album again. But he had the classics, the people that really put an era together in Atlanta. And I just appreciate that. I had to break it up because it's 24 songs and like the sound, it gets repetitive.
It does.
So this is my feedback. I don't think this was an album for someone to play from start to end, in my opinion. I think it was more so he had his intentions of like, I think he also said it in a tweet of like, he wanted to make music to play in the clubs, which he wasn't able to do so at the time that he started blowing up with that sound. So now he's making that music. He can go to the club and enjoy that and with the people that he wanted at that time. So it is a way to just appreciate it. And I love, like, I think it's this year or probably at the late of 2024 too. We're starting to see like a lot of our faves from the past come back and just make music. You got, I think, Ghostface Killah dropped an album. Slick Rick dropped an album. You got Clips. You got these people coming. Like here, I don't think Waka Flocka. I don't know. I haven't been up to date with what he does, but I don't think he drops stuff. So I'm just like, oh, you hearing?
I can't remember the last Waka Flocka song that like has really had motion.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, you got me hype off Waka Flocka in 2025. Like, it's dope to just see these people that just have a resurgence of just like, okay, I'm back. I still got it. We're gonna make some hits. It may not be New York sound, and you may not appreciate it, but I think people should learn how to like expand the vocabulary of like how they have opinions on music.
Absolutely.
It's like, it's not trash just because you don't like it, or it's not mid. It's just not for you, and that's okay. You're not supposed to like everything, but there's a region in the U.S. that are gonna play that from top to bottom, and they're gonna appreciate it for what it is. And that's really what that's my thoughts.
It's crazy, like, because I don't know if I ever said this on the pod, but like growing up for me, obviously being on the East Coast, like heard a lot of Hove and Nas on the radio and would listen to a lot of Mobb Deep, but I always loved Southern music. Like T.I. was one of my favorite rappers when I was young. You couldn't ignore the star that was Ludacris. You couldn't ignore, Outkast, like Jeezy. There were so many greats, and then obviously you got the guys on this product who are doing their thing too. So this takes me back to a time like that I really reflect on positively. I think Metro did a really good job of capturing that vibe and bringing it to today and kind of bridging generations. Because you got the new acts like a Young LA and like a what's her name, Bunna B, like she's on here, and then you got the guys who are like the top guys in Atlanta right now, the Future, the Young Thugs, the Lil Babies. Then you got the OGs like the 2 Changes and the Roscoe Dash and the Travis Porters, and they're all coming together. T.I. did his thing on You Deserve. That's one of my favorite songs. Partying and Drinking was good. 21 Savage really carried that. So I ended up saving like almost half the project. I think there were some ideas that were very ambitious for Metro, but they just didn't land. Like I think there were some songs he didn't fully lean into the kind of into the soundscape that he was trying to create, but there are some other songs where he completely nailed it. So definitely give him a lot of credit for it. It's fun. I can't wait to hear this stuff outside.
Me too.
And I'm really rocking a Futuristic Summer. So give him a lot of credit for it.
Dope project, and I feel like it's just one of the albums that it's not, again, similar to Don't Tap the Glass. It's just like having fun. Like it is. We're going through some time, so it's like sometimes you don't got to put things like so like strict or so structured. I would say, just have fun on the record and put stuff that people are wanting to dance to. That's what we're missing, that dancing element outside. So we need more dance tracks. And that's what this album was. Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what songs are like taking off. I be on TikTok, but I don't be like using it a lot. So I'm interested what's like circulating on TikTok the most right now. But it seems like a lot of people fuck with Drip Barbecue.
Yeah, that song, that it gives me, well, Walker's verse gives me No Hands energy. So that one, bow, 2, bow, bow. I was like, okay, I could hear that in a club. Like I actually want to go to Atlanta just to experience it the way that it's intended to, because I'm sure like in there it's everyone going crazy because that's what they listen to.
I can see like a Futuristic Samples and Friends coming.
Hey man, yo, that's that. I owe Atlanta a show. So
there we go. Next up, Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller. It Depends, bro. I've been running this song up aggressively. Like Chris Brown, he always keeps at least one song per year that just is one of like the best songs of that year. Goes crazy outside. Hearing him on this sexy drill type production, because it's produced by Riot, who worked a lot with Ice Spice, and it's right in like really? Bryson Tiller's wheelhouse too. Like this is his type of thing. So I really enjoy this record. I've been running it up crazy. How'd you feel about It Depends?
I love it. I enjoy the track. I forgot, when did it get released?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, it's been on repeat since. And Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller, I need y'all to drop a project. Like, no funny. A collab project. Yeah. Because every time they come together, and I don't know if it's true. It's just what I listen to. I feel like Bryson Tiller is influenced by Chris Brown.
For sure.
Because in his last project, you hear Chris Brown heavy on it. So I just feel like they complement each other so well on songs. I was like when I heard this song, I went back to like their other collabs, and I'm like, whoa, they really just like you can't miss with them. So in this song specifically, you got the Usher interpolation and all of that. So it's just like, all right, they really, and the drill sound was different. At first I was like, whoa, this is R&B, and then you keep listening to it and like it makes sense. So this could be, we're in the late tail end of the summer, could be a fourth quarter shoe in for the song.
That's what I was gonna say.
If it keeps ringing,
I need to hear this one outside too. I need to see how the women react, because like
that's the true indication.
I've talked to some people about it and they really like it, but I feel like I haven't seen it like on women's IG stories or anything yet. So like that's usually like the start to something really taking off. And again, it could be going crazy on TikTok and I just don't know. But I really like it. It's a really, really good record. So
yeah, I'm curious, is he gonna put like a project out? I think he had a song before that. It was very, say, gospel influence.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, it was. I think he dropped a song before that. So I'm wondering if he's putting out a project.
I feel like he's due, because 11/11 was 2023. Then he dropped the deluxe last year.
Yeah, probably.
So he's definitely due for one. I know Bryson's dropping the Vices.
Oh yeah,
that's on August 8th. So that's this week. So he'll be dropping. He's got a double album coming. But yeah, Chris is due. Chris is definitely due. So maybe this could be the launch pad to that. So we're gonna see. But yeah, it depends. Great record. If y'all haven't heard that, tap in. It's an earworm. Last but most certainly not least, the boy Drizzy dropped Which One featuring Central C. We heard it previewed at Wireless Fest. I was rocking with it then, and I was very excited for it to finally come out. It came out via Iceman episode number 2, which had a lot of symbolism in it. Drake being chased by Pinocchio. There's a lot of different theories and video explanations of that. But Which One, the record, how'd you feel about it, Kev?
I that's another song I enjoyed. I enjoyed the second half a lot more. It has a balance to it that I fuck with, but the song itself is not bad. Like, and I would say at the very moment I'm not like a Drake stan.
Yeah,
but I think people has taken this beef that ended already way too far than it should. And I think we should just start appreciating music without doing like he didn't do better than Kendrick or this and that and the third. So the song itself, I enjoyed it. Like, also I think that is Drake's wheelhouse. He makes these types of songs it's vibey. It's a vibe. It's nothing to it other than just to bop, and it's for the ladies. Like even that sample part in the beginning of it. So it's just like, this is a song that I feel like can resonate with women and the clubs for how long it lasts, and I enjoyed it. Nothing more to it other than that.
Yeah, I thought Sench did well. It's cool hearing Sench on other types of records, because he really, for his first couple years of like mainstream recognition, he was staying within the drill sound. But he did Guilt Tripping with Sexy Red recently, which was more Afro beats, and now he's got this. So it's like, okay, like,
I remember that too.
Sench is trying to be a star that could play in multiple, different environments. So it's good to hear him on, and his verse is really good. Like that whole T-Pain flip, your body is T is pain, I'm sprung. Like he got really good lines on here. Drake did his thing too. I think it's a good song. I enjoy it. I had a conversation with one of my boys who is a Drake stan, but the beef last year has shifted his perspective on Drake a little bit, and he's kind of been iffy towards his music since around Scorpion time. And he was just like, Drake's made better versions of these types of songs before. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. Passion Fruit is one of my favorite songs by him ever. Come Closer with WizKid is incredible. Like, yeah, he definitely has made better versions of this before, but does that make this bad? Like, I don't. It's just always a really kind of like that's just such a depressing way to assess music to me. Like, oh, I can't enjoy this as much because something else has come out that's better. Like, it almost feels like people expect every song he drops to be a 10 out of 10. And if it's not, then it's just not good enough. And I'm like, I don't think he wasn't always viewed this way. I know now because of what he just went through with the beef, like his bar is higher than ever. But I remember when the fucking Lemon remix dropped, and niggas trashed that shit like two seasons. Like, come on, bro. Like we've sat through some duds before. Like this is not, and I wouldn't even call this a dud. I think it's a good song, but I think there's a section of people who want him to pander to the women. There's a section of people who just want him to finally address the beef. Some people just want the raps. Like everyone kind of wants something different from him, and I think he's kind of teeing us up for that with these Iceman episodes. Like we heard the beat to Which One in Iceman episode 1. We also heard Supermax there. At the end of Iceman episode 2, we heard a track which sounds like, you know, he's gonna be really getting to it rap wise, and so I think he's just like warming us up, and so I'm just kind of patient with that process. But I think for a lot of people, they view him as being in this comeback arc, and so they're like, the microscope is on him, and like heavily, like everything he does needs to just, every move has to be perfect, every T has to be crossed, every I has to be dotted, and if one I isn't dotted, then you know it's off or not. So it's a really interesting time to be a fan of his and like believe like he's fine and he's gonna be fine, and then see other people kind of just like throwing their hands up and just like not satisfied, not fulfilled.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said that he said that your friend said that about his music being that he made it better. I would say that to me, it sounds accurate. Obviously, he made songs like that. Song reminds me of More Life, and that album went crazy.
Special joints on there.
But I think this is because, again, the beef, the battle between Kendrick. At the time prior to that, we weren't putting Drake on we didn't have expectations from Drake. It was more so like, oh, he's gonna go on a track, he's gonna take over the track, and it's gonna be his. And he's gonna make it go number one. Like that is what he does. So I think losing, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, all right, you were the best. Now you lost. So everything you do, we're gonna just point at it. And like now I think I don't know, I'm not Drake, but he's probably thinking, what would resonate? What should I do? Should I rap? Should I make something for the women? Should I do this? So like you see the tracks that he released on like, I think his 100 gigs or something like that.
Yeah.
He's testing the water of like what is working. Like he's dropping songs. Nothing is going number one, although he is like one away from Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, this is gonna be a battle. But I feel like it's gonna happen. It's absolutely gonna happen. I'm interested to hear Iceman. That is like the album after the battle.
Yeah.
What is he gonna say? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna make it hip hop? Is he gonna rap? Is he gonna just straight do what he does as always?
Yeah.
I mean, in due time, I feel like he would come back on top. It's not like Drake's fans, like seeing that, like it's not going away.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, he makes hits.
Yeah.
So even Kendrick said like, make the songs that I know you for. So I don't think it's gonna go away. But as Jay-Z said, like, if you like my old shit, buy my old albums. It is what it is. Like you can't go back on time and hope that people. I try to do that for myself because I see myself like even Travis Scott. I'll be listening to him like, damn, bro, it ain't hitting like that Jack Boys album. Like it has some songs in there, some gems, but I'm like, it's not hitting like it was in Astro World.
Yeah.
Or even Jack Boys 1 with Pop Smoke feature. I was like, it didn't hit the same. And everyone's not gonna have his career has been long standing. Drake has been long standing with just hits and number ones and hits, if you think about it. So at some point you are going to grow apart in some capacity, or something's gonna make you go like, oh man, this is not hitting the same. But he can't make the same thing over and over.
And I think that's the worst thing you can do as a music fan, and this is in general, is just always expecting someone to speak to where you are in life and what your taste level is. Like you can find just so many artists out here. You can find someone who's going to give you what you're looking for, whether it's maturity, whether it's vulnerability, whether it's progression. Like kind of trying to diminish what someone gives just because it's a you thing. It's not even necessarily a them thing. Like artists are making the music they want to make. And so you can kind of take that for what it is. But if you're going to judge it off of what it's not, then you're ultimately, I think you're doing yourself a disservice personally. Like I don't go to fucking JP for what I go to JID for. Like it's just two different things that I'm looking for. So it would be weird to hold them to a standard that they've never even, tried to live up to. So really, really weird times. But yeah, man, I've said it, the last couple of times we talked about it. I'm looking forward to Iceman too. I think it's gonna be pretty good. How'd you feel about the Party Next Door collab project?
It took me some time to grow because I was hoping to croon. I was hoping for him to croon on that album, but it served its purpose. A lot of the songs, forgive me, I don't know a lot of the track titles, but Somebody Who Loves You?
Just Somebody Loves Me. Yeah.
Somebody Who Loves Me.
Crazy.
That one. And I think that's the thing. Listening to the album is one thing. Going to a party and hearing people go crazy about that song, that made me enjoy the song even more. I was just like, okay, I enjoy a lot of the projects. I enjoy a lot of the project, and obviously Nokia. I'm a huge Party fan, and his just like mysteriousness going in and out. I was like, damn, but this was like something I wanted back in 2014.
Right. Yeah.
So I was just like there to appreciate the art. I wish again there was more of that like R&B vibe that I was hoping for, but it was a dope project. Like again, I know so I usually am like very critical of like Drake. I was a huge fan. Like I'm like Replacement Girl back in with Trey Songz, Room for Improvement. Like those days, that Drake, that was like peak for me. So growing with him, I'm just like, as you said, like you can't expect an artist to be with you at that same space every time. This man is richer than what else? So like his topics are all different. Like before he was like on the grind, like, oh, I'm trying to make it to the top. Now he's like, I got my own jet. And you can see the words when you flying by. So like the content is different. So he's gonna talk different. He's gonna move different. So I can't complain. And some things may not stick, but the project I enjoyed it. And again, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm anti-Drake. I'm Kendrick pro. Like that's one thing I dislike too. Like the sticking to one artist ride or die thing, and like not enjoying the music and the content that's coming out of this. That is tough. Your loss. No pun intended.
And obviously where I stand, but like even throughout that, like I enjoyed the tracks Kendrick dropped during that experience. There's songs I liked on GNX. Chains and Whips I've been listening to a lot. Like I think he went crazy on that. And the Backdoor with Playboy Cardi I like too. Like so yeah, man, it's just a miserable existence for people who can't just be normal about this shit, man. Like the music community is just so it's exhausting. Like Twitter's not fun anymore.
It's not. That's why I'm excited to be here because I know this is a genuine conversation for people that appreciate music. But on the timeline, like you can drop in 5 minutes and someone has a rating for the entire album, tell you if it's gonna last, if it's a classic. The term classic, please. I need that to stop. Mid needs to stop. I just need us to like have a better vocabulary with how be more intentional with what we say. Give projects time to breathe. Appreciate it. Actually, also that's the thing with me. Like when I listen to music, I like to listen to it in different spaces because certain songs is not going to hit in your headphones at home or on the way to work. You got to go outside in that party with that. I don't know what Don Hooley in your hand, and the breeze hitting you, and then everyone just cheering and like saying the same thing, singing the same lyrics. Then you're like, oh, I can appreciate this a lot different. Or on a vacation, like songs hit better with the ocean breeze. So I don't know. You got to just like take time with music, and I feel like we're not doing that. Everyone wants to have that viral topic, viral moment, and just put something out.
Content is king. Everyone's a journalist. Everyone's a
podcaster.
Everyone's a critic, and it's too much.
Leave it to the pros, right here, bro.
I mean, even that, like I do, value my perspective on music, but I'm just one person. I don't be trying to change people's minds. I do try to get people to be more responsible and be more informed, but like I'm not trying to convince anyone to think like me. I just wish everyone had better approaches to how they discuss this stuff and just again just be normal, bro. So some of the takes I see, some of the directions people take this stuff, putting their kufi on for everything, and then not even putting their kufi on for stuff you should be putting your kufi on for, like politics, the shit that's happening in the world. But you want to be Dr. Umar about some rap bars? Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
It is nasty out here.
Before we get into your interview, I want to ask, since you have great taste in music, you listen to a lot of music, you're tapped into things happening across all generations and spaces. Well, what's your top 5 projects of the year so far?
Top 5 projects. This year's tough. This year is tough. In no particular order, and I may forget a few things, and I know when this is done, I'm gonna look at the episode and I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah.
But so far, at the top of my mind, Clips album, that's for sure. It's part of my slide as well. K1, I don't know if you are familiar.
I am familiar.
But her project, very dope R&B project.
Yeah.
O'Deal, the Summer That Saved Me.
O'Deal is fucking
R&B
cooking this year.
Yeah, O'Deal, he is cooking. R&B is going crazy because like even you got Giveon.
Great project.
And I think Leon Thomas was this year too.
Mud Heel Deluxe.
So the Deluxe. I'm like, bro, they going crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, those I would say are my those are my top at the moment. I know I'm forgetting something and I'm gonna be so upset.
And it's crazy like that ends up being the top, because this is a year that I think a lot of people forgot. Weeknd dropped an album. Lil Baby dropped an album. Like some big names dropped, and we kind of just like,
It's crazy. I think, it's I think you said that too, like the Weeknd project, it came and kind of went.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was marketing this for some time.
Yep.
And like the trilogy, you were saying like, oh, this is a trilogy. I was like, oh, this man's about to go crazy. And I think he's gonna drop his name too. So I'm thinking this is the end, and like we're gonna see something like amazing. Album was cool, but I didn't go back to it. I think that's what we're lacking a lot of times. Like there's no replay value to some people. Lil Baby, I have this thing. Oh, Gunna's project. Or did Gunna drop a project? He dropped a few songs.
Yeah, he dropped a few singles, but his last album was last year.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that Lil Baby, like there's that topic of him being like, oh, he's not doing the numbers and stuff. Like that's another thing. Everyone talk about numbers. But I don't know. I think everyone's they're balancing between getting numbers or creating music that will last a while. So that's why we get the Clips, which they got 4 on the Billboard. But man, we are talking about that album, about Malice going crazy, and then the next song you're just like, oh, he went in on this song. The next song you're like, oh wait, no, this might be the verse of this song. So it's just like, yo, these people are putting out projects, and I'm also appreciating this people that coming back, like I mentioned, Slick Rick. I actually listened to it. I wouldn't say like, oh, this is the album of the year, but just hearing people, pioneers, that really paved the way. And like, I think Ghostface Killer dropped something. Raekwon dropped something. So it's just like seeing these people who like still have the love for the game and putting out music for their audience. That's what matters. It's like, I still got it. This is for that audience, and they understand it for what it is. So that's top of my mind. That's the top 5 albums I have. But what about you?
So I put out my mid-year list in June, but I think after some drops, it's changed around a little bit. So some Sexy Songs for You is definitely up there. Nippa, hope she hears this. Nippa's a UK R&B act. He's nice. Yep. Nice. So of course you know. I should have known you knew.
I have a few songs on them on there. I was about to put one on the slide, so I was like,
Nippa nice. The Giveon joint, just based off how much I'm playing it, it has to be in my top 5. Like I played it from my flight to London to when I was in London to when I got back from London. I'm playing this shit every day. Like it is so good, bro.
I think there's one song that I thought to myself, like, yo, Rick Ross could rap on this. I forgot what song it is, but it was sounding like a hip hop.
I'm trying to think now.
it had a hip hop production to it. I think the entire album has like a space for a rapper to slide in, but he's just like, yo, I'ma just a croon.
That's the thing. Carrying it with no features is like so impressive to me.
Yeah, he did his thing with that, and I'm mad. It got outshined by like Bieber and stuff like that, but it's something that we should really tap. And Bieber's album was pretty dope.
It is.
UConn is my song.
I listen to that a lot. Daisies is my shit. Too Long is my shit. I don't know if I'd put Bieber top 5 yet, but I'd put Giveon in my top 5. So yeah, some sexy songs: Nippa, Giveon, Central C, Can't Rush Greatness. And Naomi Sharon, The Only Love We Know.
I have to tap into that.
It's a good project. Quick 6 minutes, but some really great records on there. I think you'll like it. So, yeah, man, that's my list. Like I said, y'all, we'll see at the end of the year how much my list changes because there's some new releases that have shook things up.
2 came out. That one was.
I haven't listened yet, but I've heard good things.
Alchemist Productions, one of my favorite producers of all time. But him and Freddie Gibbs. They just don't disappoint at all. And Freddie Gibbs he's that artist where, like, I saw it on like an Instagram reel too of someone talking about it where they're like he is like that Benny the Butcher, although they beat him, but like that
it might not be the best comparison.
Yeah, worst comparison. But he's in that like realm of like drug music.
Yeah.
But it's palatable to like a lot of people where you can play that like, oh, I know Freddie Gibbs, but not many people would know Griselda or even hip to Clips.
Yeah.
So it is like that album might be like, I can see it being Grammy nominated.
Yeah. Now Freddie makes really good. He's a really good song maker. I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
Yeah.
Like I always think about Giannis with Anderson .Paak. Like I thought that was a great hook, great bounce, all that. Like that's a really dope song. Because for some, it's hard to be a really good rapper and make a good hook and make a good song. And he did all 3 with that. And he's done it, a few times in his career. So
puts a lot of his pain in songs. Yeah. You're like, he can only do that and say that, but it works.
Yeah. But let's get into you, brother. So I've interviewed you before. We did an IG Live during the pandemic, and you've been on the show before. But for people who are new to the show and may not know the origins of Samples and Friends and what it was originally, what inspired you to start Name That Song, Name That Sample, and take it to IG and be consistent every fucking Tuesday, man?
Thank you. I love this story. So Name That Song started in 2018. I'm a fan of music. I don't really have a music background. Nobody in my family is like a musician. I just grew up. My cousin played a lot of like neo soul, because she was in college at that time. And my parents, Haitian parents, they played a lot of compa and all that. But outside of that, I just loved finding out about music, like opening the CD case and just reading everything on the booklets. And I just love I love Behind the Music, the show, like I mentioned earlier, and like 106 in Park and all those shows. So there was a time where like none of that was happening at that time. So I was just like, okay, I wonder if people care about music as much as I do. And someone that she should not be named. One of my favorite artists at this time, he uses a lot of samples in his songs. So I was like, I wonder, like Aretha Franklin, like how you think of something like that. Also, background, I used to make beats.
Yeah.
And the world will never hear these, but I sampled heavy. So I was like, again, I wonder if people care about the music as much as I do. So I just put it out there as an idea of like, okay, here's this game. Let's see if people play it.
Yeah.
And like, I got a calm 2030. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I would do it like every other week at some point, put it on my story, like play a sample. And then I would have people like guess on the poll feature of like, what's the song? And it wasn't like, it was coming across like a lot of people that are just like, hey, yo, you should keep doing that. And I'm like, oh, all right. So kept being consistent. I did it every Tuesday because of, I started seeing like podcasters like doing their things every week.
Yeah.
What's a Good Guy? I seen them doing like their show every Monday, made me go like, oh, so man, I got to get my work in. So I did that every Tuesday, and it grew. It became a thing on social media, which was dope to see, and everyone supported. Going to my page, people that don't follow, people that don't follow me, people that don't know me in a hole in the wall, from a hole in the wall, just going to play my game and like screenshotting, showing how many songs they got right. I was like, whoa, this is going crazy. So it wasn't until the pandemic, it went great. But I thought to myself of like, I always strive to be bigger. And like hearing my support, my community, yourself, and a lot of other people are like, yo, this can be big, bro. So I'm like, all right, let's just bring it to real life. Because after the pandemic, we were missing that person-to-person interaction. So I was like, all right, how can I integrate this into the real world? And I had a few events with Sam name that song, but it wasn't until like I said, okay, I need to rebrand this, focus it on community. That's the real focus behind it. I want people to celebrate music, to celebrate the influence of Black music. So again, Samples of Friends is a platform where people from all generations are able to come to this space and learn about music and listen to the songs that they grew up on, while not also shunning off like the newer generations, because you get both at the same time. So I just was like, I need to change the name. I want to make it mine, ownership. So Samples and Friends, the name actually stems from Chicken and Beer, Ludacris album, which also has samples in it. So I just was like, all right, cool. Let me put this out this way. Came to your podcast, trying to like do my drop and then showcase that and roll it out. Shouts to the team, the comedian, Ken Dollars, Cash Out, Tay. Without them, it wouldn't be where it is right now. So, and just been consistent for the past, since 2022, just been consistent since then, doing events. Got to do it in different cities, Houston, Philly, North Carolina, going to Detroit in 2 weeks for Afro Future. It's been so fruitful to watch this grow into what it is. And hearing you say the IG story days, people remembering that is so mind blowing to me, because it's like at that time I had no vision. It was just to make something that people enjoy. Same thing, but now I have a strategy behind it.
And there's a scale to it, a large scale. I think social media marketing has been very impactful for you. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Huge.
I remember you would put out those reels with the like discs, and you would show them off and like play the music. And I just remember like a couple of them went super viral. And then I check your page one day, you got 10K followers. The Samples of Friends page has 10K followers. But behind the scenes, like, because social media content creation, it's really involved. It's a lot. Like, it's daunting for me to do. Like, I remember, I tell this story all the time. I put together one reel from like when I went to SmackDown. It took me like 2 hours to edit it, then doing the voiceover and all that. I was like, yo, some people do this every fucking day. Like, how do you just be on your phone that long, editing stuff, like hearing your own voice so much? Like, it was exhausting for me. So like for you, the intention in being so consistent behind that, like, what was that process like? What did it ever get to a point where before you started to do crazy numbers, you were like, man, this shit's like not, really doing much? Like, what was that process like before you really took off?
So it was tough. I can say it was tough. Doing the Name That song on my IG story wasn't you try to not be number focused, but it is inevitable. You are going to, at some point, like question yourself, like, should I continue? But for me, even for like my records personally, I did that not to really gain traction, but more so just because social media turned into like, again, this curation of things of like, it has to be perfect. It has to be well thought out, edited well, great camera. I don't have any of that. I mean, I got the Adobe, I got my phone, trying to make something work. So I just put things out there like that record thing to just like showcase music I enjoy. And then it started picking up, because it's like looking for something. When you're looking for something so much you can't find it, but then that one time you're not searching, you find it. It's like, oh, I just needed to sit down and let it come to me. So that is how social media, that's how I treated it. So just like, all right, I'm not going to look at the numbers. I'm not going to look at oh, look, 2,000. All right, cool. I'm not going to look at the numbers. Oh, look, 10. Oh, crazy. But even with that, when you get that and you try to be consistent, then it starts being daunting. So there was a moment I stopped actually doing the record like post because I felt myself structuring things so much. I'm like, oh, it gotta look nice. I gotta make this edit this way. Everyone's gearing towards this like look.
Yeah.
They love this concept that I added to it. I gotta do this every time. And it is a lot of work of like watching yourself and like, okay, I'm wearing this shoe. My socks is showing. I don't like this color. And you're
can't
like
repeat fits.
Yeah, can't repeat fits. I'm thinking too much like, are they going to notice that my same fit from this is the same one from this one? I'm like,
this nigga only got 10 clothes.
Bro, I'll be thinking it's because, again, like even the background, I do a lot of content at one time.
Yeah.
I do it at one time. So I'm like, damn, I'm thinking too hard. I got to change my fit. Are they looking at that?
Yeah.
But you just got to get over that hump. But social media has been a huge thing for me as a science, not more so of like, oh, I'm trying to be viral. It's just I understand the algorithm and what they're gearing towards, video content, and like how to capture people, storytelling. So knowing what's the first 3 seconds, how to gravitate to someone, showing the record cover, or having certain words in the video for samples and friends. I put like POV, name this thing. So people go like, oh, I know a sample. Let me see if I can guess this. And then now they feel in tune with the video without even being in the event. So I just, again, it's been a science and it's going well. I'm appreciative and I'm glad that it's working. It's funny, I wanted to be like a social media assistant, but I got rejected from that and a lot of jobs in my career. So being able to do it successfully for my brand is just like it was meant to be. So.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy how you'll want something and you may not get it initially and then you get it later on in a different way, and this is probably more enjoyable than if you were doing it at someone's company. Like you're doing it for yourself now.
No rules, everything I created. So I appreciate it a lot.
I'm glad you talk about social media as a science because it is like, even with this podcast, like I don't do things to intentionally go viral. You don't see me screaming on here like doing like academics type stuff, but like, you know, we do pick out certain clips because we know the reactions that they're going to yield, and hopefully they bring people to the show to hear the full discussions. But you know, the key is to always do things organically, not make it feel forced. And I think that's what I enjoy so much about your content over the years and how it's grown, is like it's always felt organic. It's never felt forced. It's never felt like manufactured to be it. Like, and like, yo, you're showing us your real events. These are real reactions people are having to the different moments. Like comedian, he's one of the funniest dudes ever. He's such a good host. Like I've hosted events before. Like I want to be like him, and I want to be like our guy YP. YP is a great host too. Like I strive to be hosts as good as them. But like this is what's really happening at the event. It's not no piped in audio. It's not no fake shit. Like this is really how people are. What's been like the craziest like moment where either it's like a DM you got or a like from someone who's noticed Samples and Friends content and you were just like, what the fuck? Like we're coming across their timeline. Like
Bro, I get those a lot, and I try so hard. My thing, my motto has been act like you've been here before. That is my motto. So like a lot of like artists that I grew up on follow the page. What is one? Brian Michael Cox.
Damn.
That is one.
That's incredible.
I think there was one instance actually. I think another one like Ninth Wonder posted. That was the first time like I really got like a visible, being noticeable in like that industry, and then like Ninth Wonder posting it, and I think I forgot his name, but someone else commented under and was like, "Yo, I should host this," and I'm just like, "Whoa, these are like." Some big names looking at this, like it's just a game. I had that video specifically was in like Basquiat's bottle, so like I'm not even. This wasn't even when we were in SOBs or anything. This is like us just really pushing it like that second event. So I'm like, okay, and seeing it consistently, I'm just like, whoa. So yeah, Brian Michael Cox is one of them because he made a lot of the songs that like I even include in the game.
Yeah.
So I'm just like being seen by these like legends is an honor, and sometimes I post certain songs that has a sample or they sampled, and the like sometimes the original artist would like say thank you for sharing our music and like, yo, this is dope, like it's what y'all doing is really dope. So I'm like, wow, this is love. And you mentioned earlier, like B-Dot showing love, coming to the shows and just being there, not even to like be on some like he just generally enjoys it, and that's the thing I love about it. It's very organic, and it's not. It's different. It's a different experience that you should experience. Actually come to. I think I also try to tailor it into like different cities so that we can give everyone something new every time they come to.
Yeah.
So I just look forward to continue growing it and seeing how far it will take, and who else would be able to like jump on the stage and make a moment.
No, it's incredible, like, because there's so many layers to it. It's like you said, you're informing people about samples and artists that they may not be aware of. So there's the information aspect. There's obviously the entertainment aspect to it. There's the competition aspect to it. There's the community, and then niggas just come together, electric slide, cha cha slide, all that. Like that's why like it's so different than anything else. Like there are parties and there are live shows and they're like informational type things, but you've kind of brought all that together into one. And I think that's why it's taken off so much to the point where you're at Dreamville Fest, you're at the BET Awards. How did those collaborations come together? Was it them coming to y'all, or was it y'all pursuing those partnerships?
It's crazy because Dreamville, that one came because of our social media reach. Just being consistent in not only just doing shows but showcasing what we are doing in our shows in on social media pages. So got a DM and I'm looking at the DM. Oh, that's one of the things where I was like, that's one of the moments where like we are seen by these people. I see Dreamville. I'm like, this is fake.
Get out of here.
I was like, this is fake. So I screenshotted, sent it to the team. I'm like, yo, this I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And then chopped it up with the Dreamville team, and I'm like, oh, this is real. Like they want us. They say they saw the page, see the content, they think it's dope. Just being acknowledged by people in that sphere. Like, yo, we are 6 degrees of separation away from like J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like not even 6, closer to that, like 1 at this point, because like that's his team. So I'm like, okay, this is dope. Now I have this goal of wanting to go to different cities. So being able to go to North Carolina and do that was pretty dope. So yeah, it was from social media. From there, that's how we got seen to go to Dreamville. And BET was through relationships, but also because we went to Dreamville. So it's just like it's just move after move. It's like, oh, y'all doing that? Cool. This will resonate over here too.
Come do this over for us.
come to LA and we do a BET weekend, which was amazing in itself. Just being able to be around like people I listen to, and like, whoa, like this is real. Like this is real. I'm in these spaces that I couldn't even imagine. And that's a crazy thing, is because those artists, BET is like the inspiration. 106 in Park, that's what we were a part of.
Come on.
25th anniversary was the inspiration to why Temples and Friends is what it is, because it's that learning about your artists, hearing certain like details, and like that you still have the comedic aspect to it. You got the countdown and the music. It's just like all of that in one. It's a community as well. So it was just like a full circle moment. And I'm like very grateful, very appreciative of seeing how it's become at this point. Social media game turning into an experience that a household name, I would say, a household name.
Yeah,
that's I can't complain whatsoever.
It's
and
such
more to come.
insane timing that you guys ended up there on the 25th anniversary.
It's crazy.
I'd probably cry tears of joy doing that, bro. That's crazy.
A lot of them, I'm just like, yo, I can't believe this is happening, and like I'm just at awe going on the stage, seeing the setup, and I'm like, yo, I watched this as a kid, and now I'm here celebrating 25 years. So, man, it's just more to come. And a lot of these I don't even plan. They just happen. I'm like, I'm coming into 2025 going like, yo, we got to find a way to get to these cities.
Yeah.
And they coming to us. So more to come for there.
You mentioned the team earlier, $10, Cash Out, Comedian. How'd you build that team, and speak about the importance of having people who are reliable, who are dynamic in their own right, and also like willingly investing in that talent, knowing where you wanted to go with this platform.
Yeah, so I met them all Individually, Cash Out, my brother YK.
Yeah.
So that's family. The comedian, he does Poetry Me Please. Shout out to Poetry Me Please. He hosts that. So actually, Rush had Samples and Friends prior to us even doing an event for the first time. Rush had us in Poetry Me Please.
I remember that, yeah.
A couple of times. One, I forgot the venue. I think it was a Cutting Room. And then the other one was at SOB's.
Yeah.
The one at SOB's was the first time I really felt a crowd interaction. That's what made me go, oh, I need to do this live. I want to make a way to back SOB's, and here we are. But the comedian was the one that was doing the was hosting it, although I've never had that interaction with him other than that moment.
Yeah.
So seeing him on stage, like, figure out how to interact the crowd, make them play the game, and seeing how everyone engaged with it was very, like, eye-opening for me. I was like, oh, I need to tap into him. So that's how I got him as the host. Ken Dollars, I met her at I think Rooftop in Brooklyn. She was spinning there, and then since then I was like, yo, you're talented. I got this concept. I want you to be a part of it. And then she was down since then. So and Tay, I met him at my event. And he's been helping with the background of the behind the scenes of everything and logisticals, because one man can't do everything.
Yeah.
But the importance of the team I'm very grateful for having a team of people that see the value and are invested as much as I am, because this is not easy. Building a brand, that's your baby. That's something you cherish. So no one will ever appreciate it as much as you do. So just to have people that see the value, see what it can become, because it was tough for me to like be vocal about like, yo, this will change our lives. This, like, we will have things that we will never expect. But you can't see that in the beginning stages, especially when I first started. I had no content really. I had probably that one Ode to Babel moment, but it was just like, how do I make people see my vision? So they sat through it, watched it. I think it was the second show that we did where we did it at Basquiat's Bottle, and they were like, it was packed, like shoulder to shoulder. People were like, it was just like 150, I think, in there, very calm numbers, but it was just like shoulder to shoulders and everyone having the time of their lives. And we all looked at each other and went, oh, we have something right here. This is tough. This is it. So ever since then, it was just like, let's keep going. And they adding their value. That's the thing about it, is I try not to make this me, about me, or focus on me and like only my ideas. I incorporate them. A lot of things that they incorporate are a part of the game. And I let Cash Out, Ken Dollars choose the samples. Yeah. So like, I'm just there at this point just to watch everything in real time. But everyone at this moment, we got muscle memory. It's just like, oh, comedian knows how to integrate the crowd, but he got to make sure he knows the songs or who hitting the buzzers. And like Ken Dollars and Cash Out, they choosing songs. Like, there's a science to how we do it, for sure, to make sure that it's engaging. Because we can be very dorky about it and make it like a whole, like, hip hop, yo, this is Eric Sermon, Redman and all of that. But now we try to make it engaging so that anyone at any age, any generation, any gender, whatever your pronouns are, like, you can come up. It's a safe space for everyone to just enjoy themselves, enjoy music, and come for the samples and leave with friends. So shout outs to the team, like, man. Shout outs to everyone that support, follow, share, like, comment, attend, play the game, go on stage, win or lose, buy merch. Like, just, it is warming to me. And I just want to say, if I don't say thank you enough, I don't talk on social media, but I hope this resonates with everyone. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you all.
Nah, you've always been one of the most down to earth guys, and I've wanted you to talk your shit more. I've always wanted Kev to talk his shit more, and like sometimes it comes out. I see it on Twitter sometimes.
No, like now I'm comfortable talking my shit because it's a personal thing where I'm like, I felt like I had a lot to prove,
right?
Because it's a personal thing for me. I just felt like I had a lot to prove because I always wanted to do great, and I always beat myself up about like, oh, I don't think this was resonating well. This is like, your creative ideas, my babies. Like, as you know, like I changed the name, but by Frank, like I was doing art, and that's people are very critical on art and stuff like that. So like I feel like everything has a level of like criticism, but now numbers, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Like I'm hitting numbers and venues, BET, Dreamville. Like now I'm like comfortable in that space where I don't got nothing else to prove. Now it's just keep on going and creating something that continues to impact the world in the way that it does. And when I say world, it's crazy to me saying world, because you got people from UK saying like, yo, I gotta come here.
Hey, man.
Canada, South Africa, like seeing it reach is insane. I'm like, I'll someday, but
Samples and Friends in the 6, Samples and Friends in London town.
Bro, I want to make that. I want to make that because every event I want to tailor it to the city that we're in.
For sure.
So like Detroit, Motown, heavy, Afro Future infused it. So Afro beats too, but like in the 6, all that sounds like, man,
bro.
It's every Samples and Friends is not the same as the other one. So get your tickets, pull up, get the experience, tell a friend, make a friend, leave with friends. That's all of that.
You talked about Detroit. When's Afro Future?
Afro Future is a festival, so it's on the 16th and 17th, but our show's on the 15th. So it's like a week that they're doing prior to the festival. We're on Friday.
Do you guys have any other upcoming events, like local New York ones?
Oh yeah, we'll be back in New York in October. Giving a little break in the city. Just as like focus and like re-strategize on what we're trying to do. But something may pop up, honestly. Who knows? So more to come. But yeah, October is one to look out for in the city. Yeah.
I've talked to a couple like podcasters, and I think this might be what's that one festival in New York? Tech something?
No. Afro? No, that's not.
No, it's not Afro
New
Tech.
York.
What's the other one?
Culture Con.
Yeah,
Culture Con.
I've always wanted to do something like that, but with like the podcast. But honestly, as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, yo, stay busy. Samples and Friends, Poetry Me Please. We come together, do something somewhere.
Yo,
movie.
Yo,
that sound like a movie, man.
Man,
that sound like a movie.
It does. It does. See, that's the thing. I'm very big on. I feel like like a lot of creatives are doing their thing, and everyone is taking over. I feel like collaboration, if it works, can definitely go crazy. And I feel like this, like the content, the what we put together, what we put out would work, and like. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. Let's put something together.
That sounds great. Yeah, we gonna talk business. Obviously, almost 4 years ago, you sat here and you told us about the rebrand, and you manifested a lot of what you're doing. So now
I'm gonna chop up the clip and put it right there.
There we go. Yeah. Is there anything that you want to manifest for the future? I mean, even given all the growth, us being ambitious men of Alpha Phi Alpha, like. Our scope is limitlessness. So is there anything else that you want to manifest? So when you come back here in 4 years, we could be like, yo, remember when you said that and then you did that?
You said fest. So I would like to have like a festival type, maybe not like a 2-day thing, maybe just like, because I know Selection does that thing where they have like just one day of just artists. I would love to have the original artists and the newer artists come perform on stage, and like a blend of those two songs. Like that's my big goal. Like even for a show, that is what I want to do. Like if we could end it out just like that, like someone hits the song, hits the same sample, and then they both come out, surprise them. Like that is my goal, because that would be dope. So a festival, tour with an artist, I think that will resonate. Like we can start off, open up for like a big artist and just like start the crowd. Yeah, those are top 2 I have in mind. And also bring back to the community. I want to create a space in the future. I want to see how that works, but just like give a space for kids to like tap into music. My brother, he is huge. My little brother, he plays guitar, drum, and everything. So I want to make like a something for kids or for the youth to like just tap into their music. Yeah, because that is what I had an interest, but I never really went into like learning about music. So I want to give a space for that, for kids to just grow into that, whether it's like playing music or learning about music, producing, engineering, or just being behind the scenes and stuff like that. I just want to create a space for that in the future. So like give back to the community, the same community that's pouring into me, I want to pour back into them. So there's that entertainment aspect, but the community aspect that I really want to pour into.
I love that, man. I love that. Well, congrats again on everything you're doing, man.
Thank you.
It is amazing to see. It's inspiring. You know, we talked about our music chat and just how everyone is doing such great stuff. And a lot of us knew, a lot of us knew what you were doing was dope in that iteration of it. And seeing the way it's grown, like we knew it could get it, but even like, bro, some of the collaborations and all, it's just like, shit, this nigga Kev is really cooking. So it's great to see, man. Like it keeps me going, brings a smile to my face when I see it. And there's nobody more deserving, man. You've done so much for so many other people, doing, you know, cover arts for people and cover arts for us and all that. So it's really good to see you reaping, you know, the benefit of the seeds that you sowed for yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate the flowers.
Yeah,
it's growth. Again, I want to see everyone win, technically, and it's great to see, like, you are winning as well. Give your flowers as well. Like it is dope to see everyone in their own lane and doing things. And I want to get more spaces where we can come back and really enjoy that and like come together and like and give each other our flowers as well. But shout outs to you, shout outs to everyone that's doing their thing, and thank you. I really appreciate it, because we all are focused on what we're doing and we get very stuck in our own bubble that we don't get to like step outside and like really breathe in and take in everything that we've done and the accomplishments and the wins. So I'm trying to do better at that.
For sure.
Like now, like that's why I took a little break and like that rebrand to just like, okay, whoa, this is bigger than me. I'm doing a lot.
Yeah.
I need to appreciate that more. So thank you. Thank you.
Of course, brother. Of course. And so tell the people where they can find you, because you recently changed your at names and all that.
Yeah, my name is Kevin. You can find me at KVN Interlude, like Kev Interlude, on all platforms. Now, that's what I wanted. I want to be able to be consistent everywhere. So KVNTERLUDE on everything. Vinyls, if you like music, if you like records, if you like samples, if you like fashion, I got drip too.
You do.
So it's all of that. Find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah. And of course follow Samples and Friends.
Yeah, of course. like that Samples and Friends on everything. Detroit, August 15, New York, October. More dates on that coming soon, but we'll probably have more dates coming soon for that, for more. So
there we go.
Stay tuned, stay locked in, sign up to our email, watch the videos, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.
There we go. Let's transition to our slide deck. Listeners, as you know, we have moved that to our Patreon because Spotify be hating. So if you want to hear some tunes, make sure that you subscribe, patreon.com/staybusypod for all music for those who are not subscribed. And this is, you know, our time together has ended, but we will be back soon. And thank you for tapping in to Stay Busy with Armon Sadler. But for those kicking it, let's hear what Frank Ocean got for us.